Hi fellow YouTuber model builders, this is Mr. Model Nut. Of course, it's on my channel. Just to show you an overview, if somebody wanted to see my workbench and where I stored my models and get ideas and parts and everything that I have. Right now I'm just going to pick up the camera and then I can go around and do things. First of all, we'll just start out here at the workbench since we're aiming at it. The model I've been working on, worked on the grill, shortened it down, and then I didn't like how it was sitting, so I sanded it down so that it was thinner to put it in, so it recessed in farther. Got the two back side glass on each little side in the back in place. A few of the other parts that are things I've been working on, playing around. The 69 Charger station wagon, decided to paint it red metallic. Right now it's just sitting there. A truck I've been playing around with, just making the beer wagon truck into a pickup truck, Oldsmobile that I have picked up. My little chop saw works pretty good, kind of fun. Little places where I store my paints and stuff that I'm going to work on soon, or little pieces I want to keep track of. Paints up here, a couple models that I just keep close on hands. Household stuff up there anyways. Toolbox where I keep most of my tools, except for the tool caddy which I built over here. 2-tier, 3-liter bottle of pop here, 2-liter bottle of pop, and then a 1-liter bottle of pop, and I store the tools in there that I use quite a bit. Over here where I keep my models, all the way along here. Pretty big section, as you can see. Everybody says, "Oh, there's quite a few models. You ain't seen nothing yet." Lo and behold, they are too deep everywhere over here. So there's quite a few models. These are unbuilt, still in box. A lot of them are still sealed. Some of them are opened to take a look at to see what I want to do with. Some are just old. I used to have a whole bunch of models down here, but when I had the 2.5 feet of sewage flood from the rain that we had in June, now I just keep parts and pieces in plastic tubs down here. A few of these boxes. Lots of models over in the corner. My spray booth, which I put a board on there afterwards and put stuff in. Rocks. They're not real rocks, they're just plaster Paris. Paint them to look like rocks for diorama scenes. Over here where my tool bench used to be, I built a little area to keep stuff, paints, models that are built in boxes down here out of the way that haven't been shown yet. Too deep of these models also. All these models, all kinds of models, you wouldn't believe. Drill press, all the little shops need drill presses, sanders, scroll saw, or coping saw, whatever you want to call that thing. Over here, when you come out of the workroom, I have shelves and bins set up, and I have plastic tubs full of parts and pieces, which I haven't made room in there yet for, so I just have them out here on shelves. Over here where I have my radio control stuff, boats, electric trucks and stuff. Over here, which I have more models and pieces. Not all of them have exactly what's in here, like this one over here. It's the Ram Charger funny car and the Ram Charger rail. Pieces and parts, some of them are complete, some are not, some have a couple things in them. All kinds of different things. The Corvair, that's in there, I know that. Lots of pieces and parts. Models that I have started and not finished. Trailers, chassis. I didn't like the way the chassis was turning out, build another one. That happens a lot. Instead of taking it apart, I just sometimes build them and they're quicker again, or I didn't like the way it was being built and built it a different way, thought I'd keep the chassis for something else. Other pieces and parts and models that I have, little things that I've started. Sometimes I tried bare metal foil on some of them and they didn't turn out too well. I have quite a few of that stuff. Of course, let's see, what was it? Laurel and Hardy car. I was meaning when I picked it up for like 50 cents at a garage sale, I was going to cut it and do their fold-up car. Well, that's as far as it got. turning all the way around and walking over to the other side of the basement, where I have models and boxes that I've stolen a lot of pieces out of, but they're still mostly complete inside there. All kinds of them. Whole bunch. Bigger models that when I was building, I thought, yeah, I'd like to do a couple bigger ones until you get them built, and then you see how much room they take, and not enough parts of those laying around, or they're so expensive you can't modify them real easy. The big tub here is full of clear plastic, windshields and stuff that I can go through, or that I put in after I strip the boxes way down. Tires, chrome, seats, all kinds of little pieces and parts, which is not on the shelf over here. And what I have also in this area is models that I've started on and either lost interest or something didn't turn out right on it. You know, different things that you do, different modifications that you do on them and you didn't like the way it turned out, or something just wasn't up to snuff for me, or a paint job got a little messed up. Excuse me. All kinds of older ones. It's like this one here, the Nova with the glue-on fenders. That was a pain in the butt for the one that I did for the car club. I didn't like the way it turned out this way. I didn't like this one. Different Mopars, some 34 fenders and the 44 Mopar Daytonas that I had, some older ones that I had in here. In here was different other cars that I had built and did different modifications on and everything. You know, like this one, different front end and molding stuff in, painting it. Got a little blemish, sanded it down, was gonna buff it out and shoot clear on it, and then did something else. All kinds of fenders that I had, models that were built quite a while ago, like this one, the 55 with the opening trunk and doors, Mustangs. This is one of the bare metal foils they start peeling off after you don't finish them right away. Get them put away and cleared or whatever, protect them. Different models, tons and tons of dust on them when they used to be stored out in the garage. Yeah, out in the garage. Interiors, tubs, parts and pieces that are in plastic bags that I was doing. Got tons of that stuff. When you tear the boxes down and get rid of stuff, you got to throw the pieces around everywhere, so that's how the interiors get there. That's all the chassis get here. One that I was doing that I was going to tub out on a vehicle before they came out with one that was tubbed. That's that box over there. These are ones that are built in boxes. I'll just open one. 34 Ford truck with no fenders and stuff. All kinds of them. There's 3 bags full of that stuff that I have stored over there as well. Then when you come over here was my display where I was taking the pictures of them. The scene, these are just styrofoam. I got, I think they were from Menards. One of my wife used to have winter scenes for towns, so I inherited those when either they get broken or she doesn't need them anymore, or we're going to use them. And then a display, styrofoam built up, covered with stuff, sprayed. The water scene. This was just a side draft for taking pictures. I built it for a movie theater, so you could have the cars parked. Basically it was for a diorama scene. They had 3 cars on there. Takes up so much room. This is just a wintry style scene, styrofoam. The garage scene, which I've got another one that I'm working on, using it as a sample. I'm going to build 2x4 walls so that you're looking through the 2x4s to see the garage. On the other one, this one I'm going to just leave like that and set it all up. And here's where I'm setting up a road, and I'm going to set it up for drag racing, stop motion when I get into trying to do it. Right now I'm trying to build the exhaust, to make it look like exhaust on headers running, so that it looked like 2 cars drag racing, or maybe just one at first, and then see if I can do side by side. That's how. And this is where I keep the ones that We're already on the videos. I keep them in cases. I know it's kind of hard to see, there's a light, but I keep them in here in these cases. Try to keep the dust off of them, and it isn't too bad. And then over here, different stuff that I keep. All the other models in here. Some fit in cases, some don't. Some are ones that I really like, some I just gotta keep them in cases. That's about it.